I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. This city is named for essentially the Jeffrey Epstein of the 1500s. Columbus and Epstein are both accused of victimizing children, and both of them got sweetheart deals from the powers that were at their respective times in history. Municipal elections are less than a month away. Fortunately, the main event has a strong candidate, thus turnout will hopefully be will be less than previous municipal, the immediate previous municipal election. Therefore, if an initiative is required due to council action, an initiative in reference to changing the name of Columbus, the requisite signatures for any initiative will hopefully be less in the future. I don't care who's on Arawak City Council. I haven't come out to candidate forums. I haven't started canvassing residents of the city yet. And I also understand if Arawak City Council does eventually grant ballot access to change the name, but if this doesn't occur until after the November election. If council in action forces an initiative, I probably wouldn't be prepared to start signature collection until like March or April anyways, because it's cold out. So therefore I'll be waiting until the November 18th Arawak City Council meeting to decide if council has failed us or chosen silence over leadership. I just want whoever the new council is to take a stand for democracy and having a government responsive to the opinions of mankind, or humankind, excuse me, not mankind, and not for anti-democratic costs of ballot access for basic questions like whether or not we should continue to be named after a Hans Sprungfeld type character. Whether Arawak City Council crafts this change or an initiative occurs to try to minimize any semiotic related costs for taxpayers, this movement advocates a gradual attritionary policy of changing the name when new signs or other media are created, and that those things only be replaced on the existing schedule, not an expedited schedule. Therefore, hopefully there shouldn't be any increased cost of changing the name. It is my understanding that all of you are affiliated with the Democratic Party, so I'd like to know if any of you guys are going to be at the debates next week. No? Well, do you guys think it's appropriate to ask the Democratic presidential candidates whether or not they support changing the name to Arawak, Ohio, or changing the name in general?
Sir, this is your time to speak, and we don't want to use your time.
Oh, cool. Well, I just wanted to mention, so I wanted you guys to answer whether or not you think it's appropriate to ask the presidential candidates. It's okay if you guys don't want to answer that. And then I also, just sitting through the meeting with the first responders, I wanted to encourage you guys to take a look at some of the recent research out of the University of Alaska Fairbanks Institute of Northern Engineering, as well as the Franklin Square and Munson Fire District, about the criminal mass murder of many first responders about 20 years ago in New York City, because they had some interesting research about whether or not we're being told the truth. And these are legitimate bodies. So thanks for your time. Hope you guys get to enjoy the weather, and it's going to get cold soon, so cherish the weather. Hope you guys are good. Maybe come back next week, but the 18th is my big thing. So thank you guys.